With the new Naked Gun movie that is coming out starring Liam Neeson, I thought I'd revisit the earlier movie starring Leslie Nielsen. That movie was a movie which was a spoof, a slapstick comedy spoof which was done absolutely wonderfully well. It hit the nail on the head of dumb humor and presented it to us that gave us, well, more than chuckles, some major laugh out moments. This particular movie was a banger of a movie, was absolutely well written and wonderfully acted. Let's talk about the initial point. Let's talk about the quoted actor. Leslie Nielsen is a bona fide legend. This particular actor does this so well. He has this deadpan delivery, saying the most outrageous of words, saying the most outrageous of lines, and the dumbest line with that serious delivery makes it absolutely hilarious. Leslie Nielsen first played absolutely serious roles. He was known as a serious actor. It is not when he transitioned into being a comedy actor he thought or he was made to, well, say these lines seriously, do the comedy seriously, and it worked like heck. When he was cast in the role in Airplane, everybody saw his potential. The potential was a bit weird. It was natural because he was saying absolute dumb things in an unfunny way, yet it hit the nail on the head and it had me rolling on the floor. Even when hosting SNL, he had said words that showed that he's not even a comedian, but well, it in some form or some way, well, worked. Now, one of the reasons, aside from Leslie Nielsen and the supporting actors, one of the reasons why this movie worked so wonderfully well is the team's genius writers. The same team behind Airplane brought the signature rapid fire humor and parody style to the film. Their brand of comedy, the gags, the slapsticks, humor, the slapstick humor, the puns, and the surreal non sequiturs was fresh and relentless. Another brilliant reason why this particular movie was so successful is because of the jokes per minute criteria. It seemed like there was a joke every freaking minute. Usually, in a comedy movie, a lot of people or the directors or the team of the movie gives the audience a space to breathe. It gives an absolute space to breathe. Like in 30 Rock, Leslie Nielsen's Naked Gun gives plenty of jokes per minute. Nearly every line of dialogue, background detail, or physical action is a joke or sets up one. It also has genius visual jokes that are, well, laughed out loud by just the look of it. Frank crashes into everything with his car, even in scenes where he parks absolutely safely. The scene where a crowd gathers in front of a fire and Frank says that there's nothing to see here while chaos unfolds behind him. And then there is also background jokes, signs that will say everywhere's a good place to hide or ridiculous brand names. Even the villain's office has absurd wall decor or items that get destroyed during an action scene for no apparent reason. It also had complete layered humor. A single scene might contain a slapstick moment like Frank slipping, a visual pun like a wet floor sign floating on water, a verbal joke, something like "We're sorry to bother you. At such a difficult time, we'd had come earlier, but your husband hadn't passed away then." The jokes in this movie are like a huge buffet platter. It keeps coming and coming and coming and doesn't give you time to breathe. It absolutely leaves you floored. You will never have a dull moment. You will never have a moment where the movie is not trying to make you laugh. And well, personally for me, it was all the time. I am a big fan of said dumb slapstick humor, which is kind of layered as well. It does parodies absolutely bang on the way parodies need to be done. It does not insult the movies that it's parodying. In fact, it gives a tribute to it and spoofs it all at the same time. What it does very well, it does not target a single celebrity or does not target a single film. It does the entire genre spoof, like the 1950s to 1970s police procedurals, hard-boiled detective or hard-boiled detective stories, overly dramatic crime thrillers. It elevates this source. It does not mock it. A lesser parody would probably show us that cop dramas are silly. This particular film, The Naked Gun, does something absolutely intelligent and very, very clever. It mimics their structure perfectly. The narration, the brooding narration, the stakeouts, the love interest, the big case plot. But then, it does something different. It subverts expectations with absurd outcomes, like a shootout turning into a slap fight or a heartfelt goodbye followed by characters falling off a building. In essence, it balances everything out. When it presents you the spoof, it does not insult anything. It just shows the ridiculousness of what they are presenting, the ridiculousness of the outcome, because the structures are absolutely on point, like a serious drama. It uses all those elements of those films, the serious drama, crime films, the detective films, the everything you see. The structure is taken absolutely seriously, like the moody lighting, the pacing of the movie, but the payoff of the story, the payoff of the dialogues, the payoff of the instances or the actions are always ridiculous. And that is what is funny, that is what is hilarious, and that is what made this particular movie extremely entertaining to watch. Let's be honest, this film and this entire franchise is extremely rewatchable. I can sit down when I have nothing to watch and I just want to laugh out loud. I can put this movie on, any of the Naked Gun. So we're specifically talking about the first one. I can put this movie on and I can have a good time. I know when I watch this particular movie, I am going to have a good time. I'm going to laugh. I'm going to be an absolutely happy individual after I watch this film, because of the jokes that keep on coming. The jokes that are cracked, the ridiculousness, the action that is hilarious. It keeps me entertained. It is comforting. One reason is I beg your pardon, that it is absolutely comfort movie for me, and it does its job absolutely well. So there you have it, folks. This was a short video I wanted to make on The Naked Gun, the earlier version. Since the new one is about to come, I rewatched the particular movie and I liked it, loved it, laughed out loud at the ridiculousness of it. If you like this video, which I hope you do like, share, subscribe, and remember to turn the bell notification on so that you will be notified for future videos and I can eat.